Hello everybody, what's up, RezenatorZen? I've covered religion in a lot of my other videos, but I haven't really put out my beliefs really out there. I've presented arguments against religion, and I've said that I'm a de facto atheist because I don't believe in God because there's no evidence for him. And I think I've mentioned a few of the points I'm going to make in this video before, but I wanted to state them as I wrote them down. Now, everybody who believes in God believes that God is all-knowing and all-loving and all-seeing. Now, if that were true, why wouldn't he intervene in dire circumstances and just let us all die? Why would he do that? It doesn't sound like an all-loving God. It sounds like a sick, demented fucking God who creates his weakness and stuff like that. And also, God communicates in very inefficient fucking ways. He doesn't talk to everybody at once to prove his existence. No, he tells one lone dude who we think is fucking out of his mind, and people shy away from him, and he may be right about God. Who knows? Now, I have a question. Would it be so bad if there was a God, for him to be so straightforward as to say, "Oh, I am really here"? I know we have this whole mess with free will, but God created the universe, and people said that there was no time before God, so God created time. And SM Pundits actually makes this argument that I'm using right now, and I'm using it because it's a very good point. God created time. To some people, that's what some people believe, that God created everything, past, present, and future. God created time. So there wasn't a past before God, and there wasn't a present before God. So, and SM Pundits actually makes a better argument of this, but I'm just really tired, and I just added this to the things I wanted to say, so that's why it's so fumbling me up. God created time and the universe. Now, he would have to create the past, and he would have to create the future. And if he created the future for us, then we may have the illusion of free will, but we don't have free will because our future's already planned out. Now, that is like in Bioshock. You think you have free will in Bioshock, but it turns out at the end of it that you're nothing more than a fucking pawn for one person who's controlling you. And that's a good analogy for God, because God is someone who controls us no matter how much free will we seem to have. He controls us if you believe in him. He tells us what you can and cannot do. He tells us that this is wrong, that's wrong, this is right, that's right. So no matter how much free will you think you have, you don't if you're a believer. You may say we have free will, but if you're a believer, you don't have free will because God has put forth all these rules for you, so he's ruling you either way. He's controlling you if he created time because he creates the past, present, and future. So, and if the future's already predestined, you don't have free will. Or, if you do believe in God and you don't believe he created time, he's still controlling you because of the rules that he set forth onto this earth to control you. So either way, God is controlling you. If you believe in God, God is controlling you no matter what you believe. Whether you believe he created everything at one time, or that you think that God created everything and then he created some things. Another thing is that God uses us as pawns to prove points. There's a story, I'm not sure if this is in the Bible, I think it is in the Bible, where God basically makes a bet with the devil that says, "Oh, the faith this man has in me will keep him from straying from the path of God." I forgot who this is. I think it might be Job. I don't know, but God basically says, and the devil says, fine, I'll prove it to you. I'll do all these horrific things. I think it's either, I forgot if it's the God or devil, but someone does all these horrible things. He takes away his family, he takes away his farm, he takes away his house, he does all these horrible things, and finally, the guy finally breaks and says, God, why me? God uses us as pawns in the great cosmic game between him and the devil. That's another thing. God created everything. Henceforth, God created evil. God created everything. God created Lucifer. He must have created Lucifer, knowing that Lucifer was going to try and overthrow his throne. And therefore, he created evil, either directly or indirectly. Okay. Okay. Now, if God is all loving, why would he create us so different and so diverse, and then say that you can't behave the way I made you? That is not an all-loving God. That is a control freak fucko who tries to control everything, even though he gives us the temptations to do other things that go against his laws. What the fuck? That's fucking retarded as hell. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. And as I've said, God uses humans as guinea pigs to prove points against the devil, and no matter what you say about free will, if you're a believer, you have no free will. I've stated these points, I've told you what I believe, and given you valid points. Whether you disagree with me or not, you have to agree that either way, whether you believe in God, whether you believe that God created everything or that God created some things, God is controlling you, if you believe. And if there is a God and you don't believe, he's still controlling you, so either way, I mean, if there's a God, he's controlling you. If there isn't a God, then you're controlling yourself. Alright. And I'd rather be the master of my own destiny than listen to a 2,000-year-old book that's supposedly directed by God, but God is a fucking petty little god. Alright? Peace out.